My name is Jennifer Moore Mehmke, and I'm a living artist. And I use that title because often our thoughts of art are focused on products as opposed to experience. And I really see my creative process and my presence as an artist in the community as an experiential one, rather than one that necessarily produces tangible products. In the fall of 2024, I was privileged to be able to work with the Ophir Elementary Students, grades 4K through 5, and we did a project called Living Art. And the emphasis in the project was on the creative practice of play as opposed to the production of a product. We started our sessions with movements, with a discussion of what art is and what an artist is, and used music to activate our nervous systems and bring energy into the room, which we then took the table and worked with clay in small balls to create living art sculptures. And each of the students was free to create whatever they wanted. They were encouraged to create without overthinking. And it was just wonderful to witness the diversity of creative response. There were some children who were slow to touch, and that is a very useful tool as an educator for us to be able to witness their comfort zone, their willingness to get dirty, and watch them process through having the choice and the freedom to engage with the medium on their own terms. The project was funded by a grant that had key objectives for learning, and one of those was our connection with environment, recognizing our place in the environment here in Big Sky. And so we talked a bit with the students just how clay in some ways is a living material that can be dug right out of the mountains, and it only becomes static or solid when we fire it with heat. And so prior to that, it's malleable and changeable and impermanent. And so the children were given an option of creating and then destroying, or creating and maintaining. And it was very interesting. Most of the students wanted to keep their projects alive. But another aspect that I witnessed was the collaboration or cooperation that took place between students, helping to build larger pieces, helping each other move their pieces around the room, just overall sense of connection. Another aspect that I witnessed was the authentic creativity. And through the work with the clay, they were able to recognize what was in them that wanted to come out in the experience. It was important to me to share with the students that being an artist doesn't have to be for other people. It doesn't have to be because you're a producer of things that can be made into commodities, but rather it's a personal experience, a way of living and a way of interacting with our environment. And I felt like this experience with the movement and the music and the energy, and then the creative process with the hands-on play experiment really met that objective fully. I'd like to extend my gratitude to the Montana Arts Council, to the Gallatin Canyon Womens Club, to Ophir Elementary and the entire Big Sky School District staff and faculty, and to our own Arts Council of Big Sky. I am so grateful to have this experience with this new community that I now call home, and I look forward to more opportunities to both serve the community and learn with and among the children next year.